Good evening, everyone. My name is Kenya Williams with Houston Public Works, and I'm honored to be your host for this virtual meeting concerning the Chelford City Diversion Project, Packages 2 and 3. As many of you know, this project has been a topic of concern and discussion within our community, and I want to extend my sincere thanks to each of you for joining us today. First and foremost, I want to acknowledge the patience, understanding, and resilience shown by all of you during the past several months. This unforeseen event brought our project progress to a standstill and caused considerable inconvenience due to ongoing traffic controls and other disruptions. We apologize for any inconvenience and look forward to the completion of this project. Now, the good news. Today, I'm pleased to announce that we have secured a new contractor who is ready to resume work on packages 2 and 3 of the Chelford City Diversion Project. Our goal is to restart construction as smoothly and efficiently as possible, minimizing further disruptions and aiming for a timely completion. Throughout this process, we have been working diligently behind the scenes to ensure that the new contractor is fully briefed and prepared to take over the project. We are committed to maintaining transparent communication with you as we move forward. Here at Houston Public Works, we believe that together we create a strong foundation for Houston to thrive. There are 5 service lines at Houston Public Works. Today's meeting is presented by Capital Projects. We deliver large-scale reconstruction and new construction projects of Houston Public Works' existing roadway, drainage, water, and wastewater facilities. We are committed to managing and delivering these critical projects that are maintained and operated by Transportation and Drainage Operations and Houston Water. This project falls inside District F, where Tiffany Thomas, your phenomenal council member, um, uh, is represented. Also, I'd like to introduce Marcos Mengesha, our Assistant Director for Capital Projects. Marcos has been instrumental in coordinating efforts to get the Chelford City Diversion Project back on track. He has worked tirelessly to ensure that we have the right team in place to move forward efficiently and effectively. Marcos will provide you with further details about the project and introduce the dedicated team members who will be leading this initiative. Marcos?
All right, Kenya, thanks for the introduction. Good evening. Thanks to the council member, Tiffany Thomas, all the residents and stakeholders in District F. We do appreciate your active participation in this meeting to discuss the restart of construction activities for the flow diversion of Chelford City Package 2 and 3. The purpose of the Chelford City Package 2 and 3 is to divert sanitary flows from the West Houston service area to the city-owned Upper Brace wastewater treatment plant and decommission Greencrest, Panagard, and West Hollow lift stations and associated pipe as part of this project. The City of Houston pays to the Chelford City Med wastewater treatment plant annually with an existing contract to pump and treat wastewater sewer from the West Houston service area. These 2 projects, the Chelford City Package 2 and 3, were 25% completed at the time of suspension on September 2023. Pat Garber, LP, is the new completion contractor selected by the surety to complete the remaining work by summer 2025. Now I would like to take a moment and thank the project team for attending this meeting. Mohammed Haider, Managing Engineer, Houston Public Works. Ragad Al-Haj, Project Manager, Houston Public Works. Mac Nosrat, Senior Inspector, Houston Public Works. Fred Letton, Inspector, Houston Public Works. Scott Olson, Markel Insurance Company, the surety. Luke Fontenat, Pat Garber, the surety completion contractor, project manager. Paul Wood, engineer of record, package 2. Lockwood, Andrew and Newman, Jordan Thomas Harris, Engineer of Record for Package 2, Lakud Andrew and Newman. Monica Sares, Engineer of Record for Package 3, Parts and Water Corporations. Thank you for your attendance. Kenya, please take it from here.
Thank you, Marcos. So let's talk about it. Tonight we will discuss what is this project, how to prepare, and who to contact. We will begin with details for Package 2 first. Houston Public Works is committed to building forward and building better. This wastewater project provides for the rehabilitation of 6 wastewater lift stations. The rehabilitation includes site work and improvements to various equipment. This $21 million wastewater project is scheduled to resume this month, spring of 2024, and anticipated to be complete in summer of 2025. The project schedule will depend on weather conditions. The contractor will work Monday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. However, extenuating circumstances may require limited work to take place outside of the standard hours. The contractor is Marco Pate Garver, and the project manager is Rahad Ahaj. Package 2 includes over 10,000 linear feet of new sanitary sewer lines and only 4 tree replacements. The proposed improvements also includes new manholes, sanitary sewer lines by micro-tunneling, which is a trenchless method of sewer construction without disturbing most of the surface above. So let's decipher the language of the seasons, shall we? Here's the lowdown on our construction timeline. When the world is blanketed in winter's chill, January, February, and March, as the flowers bloom and the birds sing in spring, April, May, June. When the sun beats down and the days stretch long in summer, July, August, and September. And as the leaves turn golden and the air turns crisp in fall, October, November, December. So mark your calendars, folks. We're starting in the spring, which is this month, June of 2024. And by the summer of 2025, we'll have transformed our vision into reality. So there are a total of 5 phases to Package 2 of this project. We will begin with Phase 2 in purple starting this month to the summer. Phase 3 in yellow starts summer to next summer of 2025. Phase 4 in green begins summer 2024 to fall of 2025. And finally, Phase 5 in blue starts this fall 2024 to spring/summer of 2025. And now for Package 3 project details. This wastewater project provides for the implementation of a plan of the phase consolidation of facilities. This $17.3 million wastewater project is scheduled to resume this month, spring of 2024, and anticipated to be completed in summer of 2025. The project schedule will depend on weather conditions, and the contractor will work Monday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. However, extenuating circumstances may require limited work to take place outside of the standard hours. Again, the contractor is Marco Pate Garver, and the project manager is Rahad Ahij. Package 3 includes over 7,500 linear feet of wastewater lines and 20 feet of new sidewalk. The proposed improvements include new manholes and wastewater lines by micro-tunneling and open cuts. As the name suggests, open cut trenching involves cutting a deep trench into the ground before laying down a line. There are a total of 5 phases to Package 3 of this project. We will begin with Phase 1 in orange, starting spring of 2024 to winter of 2025. Phase 2 in green starts this summer of 2024. Phase 3 in red begins in the fall of 2024 to winter of 2025. Phase 4 in yellow begins in summer of 2024. Phase 5 in purple is again this summer, 2024 to spring of 2025. And the completion of the project will be summer of 2025. Get ready to embrace the adventure of construction, folks, because we've got some pro tips to share. Our motto, organize, don't agonize. Trust us, with a little preparation, time will fly by as we transform your neighborhood. First, keep your eyes peeled for our friendly door notifications. They are packed with essential contact information for any burning questions or concerns you might have. And hey, if Fido mistakes it for a chew toy, no sweat. Head over to engagehouston.org for all the details. Now let's talk about yard essentials. If you got any prized possessions in the right of way, please take time to remove them now. Think of it as a makeover for your lawn. And don't worry about the grass. We've got that covered, with the restoration happening once all the construction dust settles. Oh, and meet the dream team behind the scenes. The contractor, the inspectors, and the project managers. They are here to ensure everything runs like a well-oiled machine. Plus, homeowners associations and local business owners, you're invited to our monthly contractor status meeting where you can dish out your input and stay in the loop. For the cherry on top, subscribe to our project page on engagehouston.org for the juiciest updates as they unfold. Let's make this construction journey one to remember. Let's talk about restoration. Once our project wraps up, our trusty contractor swings into action with a meticulous restoration plan, ensuring every inch meets the city's high standards. Here's the golden rule. Hands off those repairs. Let the experts handle it, so please do not make any repairs yourself. Restoration kicks off once the project is complete. But here's the kicker. The city does not sign off on final payments until they're given the thumbs up on restoration. So snap some pictures for your property beforehand, especially the right-of-way area near the street and curb. These photos are your ticket to ensuring everything is back to tip-top shape. But what if you have a fancy driveway or walkway? While we bring access points up to the city codes and standards, any swanky upgrades beyond that, you can choose to coordinate with the contractor at the owner's expense. Safety first, folks. Let's make sure we're all on the same page when it comes to keeping ourselves and our team safe during this project. Those construction signs and barriers, they're not just for show. They're there to keep us all out of harm's way. Remember, safety isn't just our priority, it's priority number one. So let's give those signs and barriers the respect they deserve. Your safety is our safety, and together we can ensure a smooth and secure journey through this construction adventure. Let's take a look at some potential impacts. I have good news. Your utilities will not be affected during construction. The tree protection plan identifies the trees to be removed, which includes the removal of diseased or dying trees. The City of Houston identifies trees that can be preserved on a case-by-case basis. Traffic and driveways. There will be construction vehicles and equipment present during the project. The contractor will set up traffic control and detours as necessary throughout the project to best alleviate mobility issues. And lastly, bus services will be coordinated with the contractor. Trash and other services will still be available during construction. The traffic control plans can be found on the project page at engagehouston.org. Get ready to meet the heartbeat of this project, the contractor. These are the folks to make things happen, the ones with boots on the ground every single day, ready to assist you at a moment's notice. Need help? They've got your back. And guess what? You won't have to go on a scavenger hunt for their contact information. It'll be right there on your door hanger and tucked neatly at the end of the frequently asked questions on engagehouston.org. Contact Luke Fontenot for any immediate concerns you may have. Remember to visit the project page at engagehouston.org under wastewater projects. As you can see, once you go to wastewater projects, Chelford City Chelford City Package 2 and Package 3 are here and available. So please click on each project page and be sure to subscribe. All right, folks, it's time for a quick crash course on mastering engagehouston.org. Think of it as your digital compass for navigating throughout all the exciting updates and resources related to our project. From finding important documents to staying in the loop with the latest announcements, we've got you covered. So buckle up and get ready for a smooth ride as we take you on a guided tour of this awesome platform. Yeah. My apologies, folks. I believe the sound is not working, but be sure you can go to engagehouston.org to view this video. So, something on your mind, don't hesitate to reach out. We are all ears, whether it's through a quick call to 311, a convenient online report, a friendly email, or even through our nifty app. We've made it super easy for you to share your thoughts and concerns. But hey, it's not all about the problems. We love hearing about the wins too. If our contractor is knocking it out of the park, we want to know about it. So don't hold back. Let's keep the conversation flowing and make this project a shining success together. Okay, we've reached the Q&A portion of our presentation. This is your chance to connect with us, ask questions, and share your thoughts regarding this exciting project. We value your input and look forward to your feedback. To submit your question, please follow these easy steps on your screen. Click on the Q&A icon located on the right side. It's the bubble with a question mark. Type your question in the text box and hit send. You can also choose to ask your question anonymously if you prefer. We also encourage you to include your name and email address with your questions, especially if they require further research. While we're waiting for your questions, remember that this is just the start of our Q&A process. If you have more questions or comments after tonight's meeting, please visit us at engagehouston.org. Go to the project page, and at the bottom, you can submit your questions or comments. We're committed to following up with you. Also, all the materials presented in tonight's meeting will be available on our website on the project page for your reference. So let's dive into your questions with Ryan Prillman with the Public Engagement Team. Take it away, Ryan.
Thanks for the introduction, Kenya. Hello, everyone. I'm Ryan Perlman with the Public Engagement Team, and this is the question and answer portion of our community meeting highlighting the construction update of Chelford City Diversion 2 and 3 projects. So let's dive right into the questions. All right, so we have our first question that came in. The first question is, what is a diversion and why is this necessary? Is Chelford City a subdivision near Archbishop Park? This is a multiple part question, but let's answer the first part. What is a diversion and why is it necessary? Anyone from the project team want to take this one?
Yes, Ryan. So this is Mohammed Haider, so I'll answer that. So diversion is simply a term for diverting flow from an existing asset to a new asset. So as Marcos talked about at the beginning of this project for an introduction, the city's got aging infrastructure, there's additional capacity needs. So to mitigate that, the city is taking some of the smaller lift stations and some of the smaller sanitary sewers and basically diverting flow from that to new consolidated larger lift stations, larger treatment plants, and bigger infrastructure. So that's the purpose of the diversion. And on Engage Houston, when we post the project description, it's got additional details of what specific lift stations the flows are being diverted from and where the flows are going to go to.
Thank you, Mohammed. This is a multiple part question, and I'm gonna answer a couple of these questions. Okay, is there a package one? So if you go to engagehouston.org, you can find Chelford City package, Chelford City Diversion Package 1. That's a different project. Will these slides be available? The presentation will be available and posted on the project page after our meeting tonight. All right. Okay, so I know, and speaking with a resident, this is just kind of a question before the meeting. She said that she had some damage to her foundation during the construction. Who would our constituents contact to report issues if they have any damage to their property or if they notice?
So Ryan, I'll take this question. I'll take part of it. So if there's any damage that will occur from now on, the residents need to reach out to the project team to inform them basically immediately of the damage so we can evaluate the damage and make sure that this happened during construction. If there's any previous damage that happened during the previous replacement contractor, to the previous contractor that was on the job, then this need to be taken care or this need to be sent out to our surety company, and it will go from there. And I believe we have Scott on the line. Scott can speak a little bit more into this.
Yeah, actually, I got, as I kind of explained in email correspondence earlier today, the surety bonds that are issued on this project do not cover property damage. Essentially what would occur is, again, advise the project team if you had damage that was previously occurred so that they can look into the insurance that was held by the previous contractors. That's where the claim that would need to be filed.
Thank you both. All right. Next question. All right, so what are the long-term benefits of the Chelford City Diversion 2 and 3 project for the community?
So Ryan, I'll answer that. So I think I already answered that to the response to the first question. Basically, it's being done for a couple of different reasons. One, because some of this infrastructure is older, so the infrastructure, the new assets are going to be newer. So that's part of the reason. The other reason is that, you know, there's capacity needs because of growing population in the neighborhood. Pretty soon, the existing system is not going to be able to support that capacity. So that's why we are putting in larger sewer lines and sending them to lift stations that have higher processing capacity. And for additional details, the project description on the Engage Houston website is going to have additional details for the specifics of what some of those constraints are.
Thank you, Mohammed. All right, let's see, next question. All right. I guess this is a question about Richmond Avenue along the project. It has fencing along one side before the blinking sign diverting traffic for this project. So I guess it's a traffic control. Can we get an
It's
update
actually-
on?
There's
sorry, go
it's a twofold. So the one before, it's together. So the sections of Richmond, do you see that?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the question.
Okay, the sections of Richmond Avenue I drive on, the asphalt patches are not holding up. Can this be reviewed and make it safer for driving? It's really bad on Sinot and Richmond. I'm not sure if Sinot is even a part of the project, but can anyone answer that?
Right. So Ryan, I can speak into this. Yes, Sign It in Richmond is part of this project. Basically, the past 9 months, we had limited efforts and vendors. We tried our best to address all of the residents' complaint and all of the safety-related issues. But the answer to this question is yes, since now we have a replacement contractor who will be overseeing the day-to-day activities on this job. He will make sure to maintain the traffic control plan or the traffic control devices better. And basically, we will assess the highest traffic areas, especially this location, if it is in a concern. And we will try to optimize the traffic control devices at that intersection. So we will be working on that.
Thank you. All right. This is your opportunity to ask any questions. We have the project team here, and you know, this is an opportunity to do so, to have your questions answered in real time. So any more questions for the project team? All right.
Okay, so remember everyone, this is not the end of the Q&A session. It is just the beginning. So as we adjourn today's meeting, if you have a question or concern, please feel free to email us or go to engagehouston.org and we will address that. I think we have one last question, Ryan.
Yes. What is microtunneling and how does it work? One last question came in.
Okay, let me take a stab at it. This is Mohammed, so I'll try to answer it at high level. If somebody wants additional details, we'll welcome you to go look it up on YouTube. You can look at multiple ways that microtunneling is done. But microtunneling is basically a simple way of using a trenchless technique to install a pipe. In this case, it's a sanitary sewer pipe. So there's a couple of different ways of doing it. One is an open cut to where you open up a trench, you excavate down to a certain depth, and then you install the pipe. And if you're walking by, you can actually see the excavation in the pipe. This is a method where you cannot see the construction from ground. The only thing you're going to see from ground are going to be shafts, which are going to be large diameter holes. And then the contractor builds the shaft, goes in there, and then puts the microtunneling machine from one launching shaft to another receiving shaft. So it's basically an underground trenchless technique to install a pipe, which from the surface, you're kind of limited in terms of what you can observe. And like I said at the beginning of this answer, if you're more interested in knowing how that works, there's several YouTube videos, there's many different techniques and methods that can be used for microtunneling.
Thanks, Mohammed. That concludes our Q&A session for today. On behalf of Houston Public Works, I would like to give a big thank you to Councilmember Thomas and the District F staff, the project team, and the public engagement team, and to all of our constituents and stakeholders joining us tonight. Please, let's continue this dialogue about this project on engagehouston.org. We look forward to hearing from you. So until next time, have a wonderful night. Thank you.